The United States is a very big piece of land. It has some of the hottest places in the world and some of the coldest places in the world. And all these places are divided into what we call states. And there are exactly 50 of these. Each state is unique, and each state is beautiful, all in their own way. Well, except for one. Now, states like Wyoming and Montana are notorious for not having any people in them. Wyoming not even having a Costco. But those are minor inconveniences, because these states are very beautiful, and as long as you have a stable job, they're pretty fine to live in. But the state I'm about to mention is so disastrous, so unimaginably disgusting, that anyone who says its name should be burned for eternity. Every state that you thought was terrible up to this point is nothing compared to the state that I'm about to mention right now. That state being North Dakota. Now, every single state in our country, like I said before, is beautiful in its own way. But North Dakota is not beautiful. Unlike other empty states like Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota is just pure flat plains. Other states have places that are actually appealing to look at, but North Dakota has none of that. I'm surprised they even have people, because touching that soil is probably just gonna disintegrate you into a million pieces. And the cities are the most boring cities ever, like Fargo. What's a Fargo? And the fact that there's nothing to do in North Dakota doesn't help the fact that this state is the worst. I mean, we all know about North Dakota's famous brother, South Dakota, which has Mount Rushmore. But in North Dakota's defense, aside from Mount Rushmore, what is there to do in South Dakota? I can't think of a single thing, and these two states were doomed from the start. But at least South Dakota has one thing, while North Dakota has nothing. To prove that there's nothing to do in North Dakota, let's look at their tourism board. Now, first of all, their title is called Be Legendary. Be legendary and don't go. Now let's click things to do. Let's see what fun things that the state itself says to do. We got national parks, outdoor activities, and birding. Now, aside from national and state parks, these stuff sounds boring. I mean, you could do this anywhere. I could go birding in my backyard if I wanted to. I could look at the parrots all day. Okay, we got fishing. Again, something that you could do out of state. This guy looks like he's being forced at gunpoint. Hiking. I can hike at my local IKEA anytime I want. And hunting. If I'm going hunting, I'm going to be hunting in a more interesting place than North Dakota. Imagine killing your first, I don't know, rabbit and saying, "Oh, I got my first rabbit down in North Dakota." That's just sad. Native American culture, that's already in Oklahoma. Lewis and Clark Trail, again, in other places. Museums? I'm sorry, but is museum special to you? I don't think so. Landmark attractions? Well, I didn't know a park ranger was such a national attraction. You guys are really running out of ideas to go to. Well, let's give them an opportunity and see what there is to do. Ideas of free things to do in North Dakota. Let's find out. Wow, a cabin. Wow, a well lookout. Wow, a hotel-looking mansion. Wow, a statue. Okay, this art museum looks like the most boring art museum I've seen in my life. This just looks like your uncle's cabin. This looks like it's being too modern to the point where no one wants to go. And this just looks like a university. Yeah, this place has absolutely nothing to do. The fact that North Dakota even exists is just sad. I mean, at this point, merge it with another state, mainly South Dakota, and reunite them to become South but also North Dakota. You know, that would be pretty cool. Also, North Dakota is just a waste of land. Just relocate the 700,000 people living here into somewhere else, okay? because that could be possible. We could do so much in this state, and yet we waste it for a few people who decide to live in the worst state of this country. I mean, for all we know, we could be testing nukes. We could be running like 24/7 marathons. Hell, we could even make this just one ginormous IKEA. I don't care what you do, but what it's currently being used for is terrible. This state honestly should just be obliterated from existence. Oh wow, Teddy Roosevelt would not become president without North Dakota. Well, shiver me timbers, Joe Biden. Overall, this state sucks. It should have never existed, and I can't believe that I have to look at this state every time I look at a US map. So I propose that we should just explode North Dakota so it's officially off the map, and the world would probably become a better place. Now, if you enjoyed my Nobel Peace Prize speech, please subscribe, because I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.
Each day in the United States, over 3,800 young people under 18 smoke their first cigarette. Every day, more than 1,200 Americans die from smoking. Tobacco, oh no, I ain't buying it. Tobacco, oh no, I ain't trying it. Tobacco, for sure, I keep denying it, cause too many youth and young adults be dying from I don't mess with that tobacco, oh no, it ain't cool. Did you know 3 million students smoke in high school? I don't buy it cause it damages your brain cells. It causes heart disease or heart attacks, your heart can fail. Don't try to pass me that cigarette, and I don't want it. I get addicted to it and be dependent on it. Tobacco industry trying to influence me. Everywhere I look, tobacco products be enticing me. A lot of teens just smoke just to socialize. Your real friends won't pressure you to even try. You need to stop smoking, cause you abusing it. You can stop, it's time to start using it. Tobacco, oh no, I ain't buying it. Tobacco, oh no, I ain't trying it. Tobacco, for sure, I keep denying it, cause too many youth and young adults be dying from tobacco. Oh no, I ain't buying it. Tobacco, oh no, I ain't trying it. Tobacco, for sure, I keep denying it, cause too many youth and young adults be dying from it. Hey.